Here it is. Road to the next life. What's happening with all those games about next life resurrection? We got Always Die Twice before and definitely another one, Through Death's Door. I don't get it. This is not this is not the previous game jam about rebirth. What's happening? Oh well, this looks very good. I like the art and the title is made with an interesting font. I don't even think it's a font, it's a custom made. I can see the developer's experience, at least on a presentation. We still didn't see any gameplay. Options, is it Visustella? This time I bet on not Visustella. Aha, yes! Though there is a filter effect. Okay, I will keep it on. We can start. To live without hope is to cease to live. Fyodor Dostoevsky. I don't know how to pronounce it. You enter that final fleeting moment of life. A life which has only reached 1/3 of its way. What do you mean final? 1/3 is... You still have a lot of way to go. Well, I'm almost at my third. I feel old. When your body fell, you felt yourself sink to the ground, rotating in a graceful half circle. For a moment, your head pointed in the opposite direction from which you had originally stood. Someone did a crack on my head. A dark abyss sprawled below you, or above you, technically. One might fancy themselves king of the abyss with this view, but gravity did not comply with such fancies, and after a pause, you felt yourself beginning to fall. Is this game going to be a visual novel type? I don't mind, because the writing here seems to be a little more descriptive. Which I don't mind if it manages to stay interesting or not. We will see. You felt without a lurching feeling in your chest. In fact, you felt with little thought in your head at all. Everything you had once known was growing further and further away from you, until there was nothing left at all. And we are dead. Were we already dead? Well, now we are definitely dead. Air. Open your eyes, guilt-bearer. You have little time to waste. Your eyelids resist a simple action as though they are opening for the first time. Never mind, it doesn't seem like a visual novel, it's an we can explore at least. And here we have it. Oh, we have the walking sprite. Doesn't seem like a lot, but honestly, making a walking sprite is not easy, because you need to make 4 different directions and 3 frames for the walking animation. That's why even if you see in a game custom art, custom tileset, you might see the RTP character. Here though, they took the effort to make all those 12 pictures for this character. And the others probably. The movement is a little stiff, but honestly, it's working pretty fine. Because I know how hard it is. And about the menu. Feeling unwell. Oh, I'm sorry. And we saved. Okay. At least we are covered on that part. Oh wow. Oh wow. This game is presenting themselves pretty good. Also, I like the effect in the background where the sky is slowly... The stars are moving and the clouds moving in the opposite direction. That background is crazy good. I know, the art overall here in this game is working perfectly. Oh, they have other sprites. Oh yeah, bloody hell, I thought you were a ghost! Oh, I like how they describe the character with her voice, which it makes me easier to makes it easier for me to make their voice. Aren't we all technically ghosts? Ghost isn't synonymous with dead. Your hand didn't go through my body, so I'm not a ghost. Hold on now, we just met this guy. Don't give him the wrong impression about us. We shook hands earlier. I barely know him. Oh yeah, who cares what he thinks? He's doomed! Doomed? Oh lad, look, you got this flickering about you. You're wavering away as we speak. I haven't a clue where to start. You understand that you're dead, right? Fee! The tower over here only has one entrance, and we've clearly been here a while. It's likely the lad is still green. I had no idea you were so observant. I had no idea you were so ill-mannered! I'm dead? This is the afterlife? Though I can see here... I appreciate when there are options in a game, because I can break from how to say? I can break from the brainless following the story if I were less interested, which I'm not really. Though here is a little too obvious that the choices don't matter here, which gives me like Pokemon vibes. Unfortunately in Pokemon you have choices but they never matter. Sometimes they neither change the next dialogue choice. For example, if you ask about, oh, what about the stone, or what about the land, they will answer you both about the stone and the land. So, yeah, here gives a similar feeling where your choices don't matter. I don't mean like in the story sort of way, even more in the dialogue. Feels like whatever those two I choose, they will answer the same thing. Just tell me where we are. Maybe there is one line change, which is this one. We are in below the limbo. He means limbo. Just limbo. Oh, quit it! Let a man show it a personality. Now, where do I begin? This hill place is essentially a path from one life to the next. But my acquaintance and I are treating it like a vacation. I could spend an eternity comparing my previous lives, now that I have the pleasure of remembering them all. I wouldn't get his hopes up about a next life at this rate. The boisterous man rubs his temples. The other man finally said something they both agree on. What does it mean? I don't know how to break it to you. Then I will. Your spirit is fading. You don't have much time left. Oh yeah, you haven't an ounce of tact in you. We don't have time to skirt around the issue. Oh, that's fair, I suppose. Listen, lad, sometimes the weights we carry in life are too heavy for the road. Something is weighting you down and it's only a matter of time till you sink. That, or maybe this is some kind of divine punishment. Nay, it'd be in hell if that were the case. We don't even know if there is a hell. This might be it. Don't listen to me. To him. I had never seen a truly awful person around here. I'd rather they go elsewhere. Do you have an idea what's waiting you down? You close your eyes and try to remember. The echo of your lost memories are still here. Like the memories that quickly disperse after one wakes up from a dream. But you can't discern anything from them, save for a monumental sense of guilt. Seems not. I dare say that's the most normal thing about you. It often takes a while for everything to come back. That can be quite traumatic. Okay, I'm sorry here I'm trying something. I'm pressing the ESC button to see if there is a other default option. Okay, never mind. I don't know. I wanted to try. What can I do to survive? Nothing. Oh yeah, nobody ever survived this, I heard. Your body in this world is dying and the only way out is at the edge of limbo. Through the door to the next life. Limbo itself isn't dangerous, but you can't make it there in time. I'm sorry. You expressing pity? The monotonous man shrugs. It's sad. It's like an incurable disease. Right it is. Aye aye. How do I get to the edge of limbo? Lad, you're not gonna make it. You're better off staying with us. I could even show you around the place. There's a lot of pretty sights elsewhere. This place isn't much of a haunt. It's good for privacy and reflection, but not much else. I disagree. Let him fight it out. He can... Ah! I skipped it. He can at least die knowing he tried. Keep going to the east. We are already on the mountain pass that leads you here. Be thankful you didn't land anywhere lower, or else you'll have to worry about your curves too. You know the trick about me dubbing this character? It's not like I try to be monotonous. I truly try to bring out my inner tiredness and act as tired, if that works. Like, now I don't really want to do anything. I don't know what's the point in streaming anymore, no. Yeah, I think I will stop streaming then, since I'm monotonous man, right? I'm expressing my inner depression. Can we call it? Nah, inner tiredness sounds a little better. Nah, I'm kidding. We will continue. I just found it funny. Or curious, I don't know. Don't encourage it, it's futile. But I suppose it'd be hard to sit around idly with that knowledge. Just, I don't know, take care of yourself, alright, lad? We'll leave you be now. Good luck. We will? Yeah, we will. Alright, best of luck to you, lad. May Limbo treat you well. The boisterous man tips his head to you. He smiles in an attempt to veil his pity. It fails. And where are they going? There is nothing inside. Oh well. Ah, okay, here. I can't help but feel I just threw a dying dog out in the streets. Ah, no, it was boisterous. It's not your fault, human beings are partial to living. Oh yeah, I hope it goes out without any regrets. Really? Feeling unwell. Always unwell. Well, you're dead. Makes sense. Wow, there's a lot of custom. Well, everything is custom here. Though it's not only a parallax. Here, this one has priority over him. Maybe it's probably it's a mix. Hello, friend. How are you? Friend? Ah, just a casual term of endearment. Don't think much of it. Okay, mister. I'm not your friend. I'm sorry. Memories from the past? Your head grows heavy as voices begin to resound within it. I wish I was born different. Oh, why? Nobody likes me. You're my only friend, Simon. You just need to get out more. Who cares what some ruffians think? Interesting that a memory of a kid has a name despite the two guys before. The melancholic boy doesn't reply. You feel the words hanging in your throat. You know it's more than that. Things will get better. Act like there's nothing different about you. Nobody will know. Everybody already knows. But it doesn't have to define you. The melancholic boy goes silent again. It defines me whether I want it or not. Are you the melancholic boy? Is the protagonist the melancholic boy? Oh, it's okay. Where do we go now? Right, forest of fond memories. What about everything else? Ah, I can't cross the river here. Also, I cannot run. I would have appreciated like a run, because walking is, well, not super necessary, but feels a little slow. Looks like a melancholic boy. Yeah, that's right, so maybe it's him at the end. Where that wooden swing sit? Perhaps the wind blew it over this merry way? Okay, it's not something I can get, though. It definitely is this one. Oh well, we only have one way to go. Let's see. The floor below you begins to rumble. No, the other way. Come on! It was clearly... You were clearly closer to the other end. I call it BS. You seem startled, friend. What happened over here? The pot fell away. It did? It doesn't look that way to me. Ah, it's only for me. Interesting. See, it's fine. Come on, follow me. The floor is gone, I can't. It really isn't. He stops to think for a moment. Listen, you clearly aren't feeling well, and you don't have much time left, it seems. Why don't you go over to that swing set nearby? If I knew my time was short, I'd want to spend it peacefully. But the swing set is broken too. Maybe, yeah, my hypothesis is everyone perceived this world in a different way. I don't recall that being broken either, but you can probably find some things nearby to repair it. There's even a junkyard out. I ought to go now. There's something I need to be. Good luck, friend. Oh well, I suppose I need to repair my swing. Ah, now there's something. And now I can jump? I don't get it. No, maybe I do, because they told us... Ah, I forgot what they told before. Maybe they were telling that I need to go in the other direction. In that case, yeah, it's fine. Amidst heaps of junk and scrap, your eye managed to spot a pile of more practical items, with the stones, kindling, and a short strand of rope. You take it, then suddenly... is there a battle system? There are battles? Okay, let's see. The creature came from deep within the junk pile, clearly unhappy that you stole something from its home. Such a beast is evidently unkillable by the likes of you. Apologize! Well, the solution is to run away, right? Why do I target him, though? You try to run away, but the creature catches up effortlessly and swipes at you. Oh, okay! Interesting, so the battle system is not a default one. Let's see, knockout is clearly pretty hard. Apologize? I'm stuck. I soft lock something. I need to reset. Where did I save? Okay, not so far away. Do I need to retrigger this one? Can I speed it up a little? Yeah, okay. I will try the other choice, but didn't feel that different. Okay. I need to save now before the battle. I don't know if it was normal or the bug happened because I undid the other move. Is it lagging a little? Oh well. Battle again! This time, let me see if it happens. Run away. Yeah, okay, the bug happens if you press escape. Interesting. Okay, this time we apologize. You apologize for disturbing the creature, raising your hands as if to show your surrender. The creature, however, is unfazed by the gesture and slashes at you with full fury. Ouch! 2 damage! I will defend. You cross your forearms in front of your upper body to protect it from direct attacks. However, it doesn't prevent the creature from slashing said forearms. And knockout. You knock the creature over its head with your fist. Though it takes no damage, it stumbles back, stunned. It will take a moment to recover from its daze. And now we run. You get advantage of the creature confusion to run away with a rope in tow. Okay, that's interesting way to use a battle system. I liked it. It's a smart fight. That's way, way, way better than the default one. It's not brainless spam basic attack. It's like a puzzle. I liked it. You neither hear nor see anything that would suggest a creature is following you. You're safe once more. And now maybe we can repair the thing. I would have still liked a way to run. And now with the thing repaired, maybe the path will be repaired as well. You feel a rush of nostalgia as you get on one knee, unfazed by the prospect of dirt on your hands. You hurriedly tie the ropes around the left seat attachment, before scooting over and repeating this on the right seat. When you finish, it dawns on you that your familiarity isn't with fixing swing sets. Rather, evokes your memories is a sense of solitude, a sense that there's no one you can call upon for help. In the distant past, your fears, doubts, and troubles lived and died inside you. They would have fallen off on deaf ears otherwise. We repaired maybe a little too well, but nice. Your head throbs as you get a better view of the swing set. You clutch your head, pressing on your temples in a desperate attempt to alleviate the ache. Flashback again? Voices, once more, resound inside your head. Only this time the scene becomes manifest, and one voice is new to you. And who are you? Are you alright? Ah. Melancholic Man, yeah, that's him at the end. Oh, sorry, John, I was spaced out. Johnny's bright, brimming smile doesn't falter. You haven't a single thing to apologize for. Well, I still owe you my answer, or whether or not I'm going to join. You don't owe me anything. I was just passing by and I wanted to make sure you were faring well. You aren't mad that I haven't made up my mind? Of course not, it's a difficult decision to make. I just feel so hopeless. Every day I wake up and I wonder if it will be my last. I know I'm not the only one, but it feels naive to think that will save me from persecution. John knits his brows, his hope-inspiring smile wavering ever so slightly. John. I'm afraid. I don't want to die. I really don't want to die. There's so much more in life I want to experience. Does he have like a chronic illness? Because, or maybe it's just a fear of death. I want to say it won't ever come to that, but I'll admit, I become worried too. For you and everyone else. I know it isn't much, but I do everything in my power to help you. You can come to me for anything. You feel a strange feeling in your chest. It's love! Confusion, disbelief, never mind. That someone could be so warm in a world so cold. What about yourself? They don't know what I am. No way I'd make a good spy otherwise. A good spy? They are spies, maybe? That's why the protagonist was killed? Because he was a spy? Do you have anyone else you can lean on for support? Say, if you were in imminent danger. I try to tell my best friend about what's happening, but he doesn't. Well, he told me it's not as bad as I think it is. That I'm paranoid. John places a firm hand on your shoulder. You've never seen a man more moved by emotion. I'm sorry. The Resistance has a refuge in the countryside. I could make arrangements. Okay, so the game here tries to... Well, the story has an entire veil of mystery around the protagonist, which is interesting. Though maybe the scene went a little too long at the start without... since the game isn't telling the player the context, the intro here was a little too long. I think it would have been better to at least explain straight away he was scared of dying because someone wanted to kill him, instead of generic fear of death. It's tempting, but can I be honest? I'm afraid I won't make the trip, and I don't want to put a target on my back. I just want a sense of normalcy. But what kind of man does that make me? A man who's too afraid to run? You'd be like any other human being, just trying to survive. Please don't forget that living in itself is an act of resistance. Yeah, we're resisting every day. We'll show them. We are show them we are gonna survive one day more. Ha! And the path is repaired, I see. Yeah, the scrolling back could have been faster at least. The game is taking it a little slow. Even for the walking, for example. Okay, next area we are. Poor melancholic man. Well, what's the worst can happen? He already died. Cannot be poorer than this. Wow, I stopped commenting, but the art looks very nice. This ambience also is different from the previous one. Here ya! You, that young man who has entered my abode. I dare say I see suffering soul in front of mine eyes. Tell me, sir, does that mind carry heavy burdens? I think it does. Aye, my lord. Did the tree change name every time, like the second time here? How pitiful, yeah. I do indeed pity you, sir. My pity is the only pity you will procure in this place. Perhaps I, the founder of Fond Memories, could assist in cooling your aliment? Oh, that would be convenient. This forest is a collection of the fondest memories known to mankind, all offered to me by the delightful dented sense of limbo. So I implore thee, recall a fond memory so that it may live on limbo eternally. How do you propose I do that? Tricky may be, given the faded appearance, but the task is not impossible. I shall assist thee in this endeavor. Before you can offer an input, the founder of Fond Memories fuels you with a rush of clarity. It is as though a great wind has blown past your mind, clearing the fog that bogged it before. Though you still know next to nothing of yourself, a single lucid memory slips through the cracks. Okay, we're not gonna see it, we just have a description. But it's fine. A ramshackle room fades into view, made peaceful by a white light coming to the window. You stare at the light mindlessly, as though it and its dancing dust particles are the most wonderful sight in the world. Though you definitely wouldn't call this a fond memory, the sight puts you at ease. But everything comes to you so visually you have to suppress a hint of nausea. Ho ho ho! Have thy memories returned? A lame memory. You must persevere past the exposition, sir. All memories have a story to tell. It's a slow morning, a Sunday perhaps. You lazily reach for the newspaper on your dining table. You unfold it, and your heart sinks. It's difficult to read the words through the haze of panic present in the memory. Yeah, I suppose it's like reading text in a dream, right? I remember one time I had a dream where I was in a shop, and I knew I was in the dream, so I tried. I found a lot of fun in trying to read the text around the shop because I knew it was unreadable. It was a pretty funny experience. At the end, I found a pizza made with blueberry yogurt. A war crime, in my opinion. So it was a nightmare at the end, I suppose. All you know is that whatever you read pertains to you. Or others like you, at least. Before you know it, you're dashing down the stairs of your apartment building. You scramble to find the only person you know who understands. That man with a bright, brimming smile. You feel pathetic because you barely know him. Once you find him at the same shabby swing set. Yeah, okay, maybe the scene before. He must have been waiting for you. You sob, frantic and trembling, barely choking out your plea for help. You tell him the answer is yes. Okay, so this happens after. Yes, you join the resistance. You can't just stand by and watch anymore. Everything has gotten so much worse. Oh, what troubles you, sir? The memory cuts off here, but you still feel like you're in it. The fear is visceral. Your heart would surely burst if your dead body still had one. Suddenly... Oh, I need to run. Right. Order, say you find yourself in quite a conundrum. Run, sir, run! Okay, bad idea here, you can save, but that means you can soft lock. Oh, come on! I thought they were going straight. Sure, let's go here. I'm curious how they work, because they are pretty composed on the chase here, but... Okay, they definitely... Interesting how they chase 3 of them, so you can't really outsmart one enemy following you. Here? Okay, that was a nice sequence. A little simple, but I think it works. Did we burn the forest? It's fine. Not a trace remains of the forest former ire. You're left wondering if there was ever a fire at all. Well, yeah, we died. Without the clarity provided by the founder of fond memories, the scene from your past begins to drift away. That, at the very least, was real. Should I go talk to him again? I'm saving, also because I don't want to walk back. Oh, come on. Come on. Maybe a way around. If there were diagonal movement, I would have tried to exploit it. Oh well. A save, sure. And we got a new area. Oh, I like this as well. What is this? Clearly intentional. As you approach the wisp, it engulfs you with a sense of warmth. You feel at peace. A distant voice, perhaps from a different realm, echoes in your ears. A warning for you, guild bearer. You mustn't try to change the past. You will perish if you cannot face the source of your aliment. Try to remember that human beings, such as yourself, are often do what they must to survive. What are you referring to? It does not reply. Can I talk to it again? Whatever possessed it went away. Oh well, then it means we go here. It's a little weird, I gotta say here, having to move diagonally when you cannot move the character diagonally. You move this is kinda weird. Up, left, up, left. Oh, there's the same guy again, maybe? Yeah. Can I talk to him? Ah, okay, I have to. The fellow traveler watches you with a blank expression. Sit down. We need to talk. Couldn't we talk before? You oblige, though you're not sure why. I'll get right to the point. You've been acting strange. You're paranoid and you won't listen to reason. It is about the path falling away. He ignores you. Oh, can I ignore him as well and walk away? And you've also been strangely distant. You used to either be at work or at home. Huh? Maybe this is a memory from the past. Nowadays I never know where you are. Forgive me for being blunt, but I can't help but be suspicious. You have no idea what he's talking about. The word spins as you try to make sense of it. Yeah, it's a memory. I don't know who he is though. Suddenly you begin to experience the world as though it were a play. As though your lines were written on paper long ago. Your lips move, but your brain can process the words until they come out. Simon. Your sudden disappearances, your beliefs, the local reports of rebel activity, please tell me I'm wrong. You're not good at lying at your loved ones. Maybe it's the father, yeah. You give him a look, one that confirms his suspicions wordlessly. They're criminals! We grew up together, so I know you aren't a violent person. Grew up together, maybe it's the brother. Then why don't you trust me? Because your fantasy world doesn't align with reality. You clench your fists in frustration. What's happening is reality. Do you think I choose to live in fear for my life? There's nothing to fear. You're overreacting. Well, your face is overreacting. You know what? I should definitely add more expressions on my PNG tuber. I accept suggestions, but maybe I should add your face. Like literally a face with written your face on top of it. You think back on the morning paper from last month. Everything that got destroyed. All the lives that were lost. You know it would be futile to bring it up, since it didn't have anything to say in it. I can stand by you if you're going down this path. The repercussions I'd face if they found out I didn't report a rebel. Now that's something to fear. And rightly so. Your heart skips a bit as anger forms on his face. What do you mean by that? I'm not going to forgive you just because you're my friend. You can't become an enemy of the country and expect me to turn a blind eye. I have morals. You're trembling now. You don't understand, Simon. The resistance just wants to protect innocent people. Most of them are like me. Someone whose well-being is at stake. Is it moral to stand by and watch innocent be harmed? He stares at you, wide-eyed and furious. You never seen an expression this bloody curdling. Now you're talking crazy. You're lost cause. I'm done. You say it, but you're walking very slowly. Simon, wait. Oh, we are battling, Simon! Yeah, punch him in the face! You struggle to piece together the chain of events. You know the man before you by name, but you don't know him as you must have when you were alive. Whatever is happening now, it isn't taking place in the present. Your instincts scream at you. You must prevent Simon from leaving through the front door, lest your life be forfeit. That's 3 steps away from the door. Are we still trying to talk it out? Okay, I don't know him as a friend, so I don't know if it's reasonable, but if he wasn't reasonable, I wouldn't be his friend, so sure, let's try. Flip table, should we? I really want, but I want to try to talk it out. I think it will fail, but I will try after we flip the table. Someone brushes off everything you say. Oh. Okay, now that he's away from... interesting, he's away from the table. Talk it out again. I heard enough. Ugh. One step away. Sure, I will try to block the door. You run over the doorway to block it with your body. It catches up to you, one step away from the door. Get out of my way! Ouch! You stumble back from the blow, no longer blocking the door with your body, so it's nothing. I talk again, but I lose here. It dashes out without a final word. Okay, it's a game over, I suspected it. Fear engulfs you. A part of you knows you were reacting a memory, but the outcome of the battle has no bearing on Limbo. But doesn't stop your past fears from seeping in. You remain then paralyzed until you wither away entirely. Okay, it's a game over. I suppose it's not Undertale. I see. Though I was curious if I could change anything. Oh! I didn't save. At least it's right here. Okay. I should have saved again. Oh well. Battle time. Let's see. Well, of course we flip the table. Cha! Still seated, you grab the corner of the table and flip it towards Simon. He jumps back to dodge it. Oh, you're resorting to violence now? You're not even trying to be moral? Well, because you don't freaking listen! That's why I tried! You take the opportunity to stand up. Simon is still 3 steps. Oh, okay, we got a free turn. Knock him over. Here. You knock Simon to the ground. He lays there, stunned for a moment after hitting its head. And we block the door. He's stunned, nice. With Simon stunned on the ground, you take the opportunity to block the door with whatever is available. In a matter of moments, you knocked over your bookshelves in front of the entryway. Simon recovers from its daze with fury. It will be nigh impossible to walk out now. Damn you! Fine! If you don't let me report you, I'll just have to rid of you myself. Okay, so now pre-battle. I still want to try to talk, at least here. No, okay, it's repeating the same thing, sure. We kick him over again. You shove Simon to the floor again. And sure, let's pin down. You sit on Simon's torso and look down at him, using your body weight to keep him pinned on the floor. He writes around, but fails to successfully escape on his first try. We need to strangle? Can I talk it out again? Now that Simon has no way of fighting back or leaving, you try with all your might to persuade him against this. You reminisce on your childhood together. You beg him to trust your judgment, trust that the resistance isn't what the government makes out to be. You really think I'm going to listen to you now, after everything you've done? You only proven me that rebels are as violent as they say. What was I supposed to do? Simon doesn't reply. Regaining his strength, he takes the opportunity to wrangle out your grasp, pushing you off of him and creating distance. We are through. There's nothing you can say or do to change that. Well, we can do it again. Pin him down. We try again, sure. It's the same, right? Well, we should strangle him then. Let's go again. And now we strangle him, I suppose. I'm sorry, guy. Your hands tremble above his neck. You're afraid of the man before you. Of how easily he threw away 10 years of friendship for... what? Normalcy. You can only imagine how afraid he must be. That being associated with you could lead to his own death. You understand the fear and the desire of normalcy, but now that he wants you dead, you fear you have no other choice. You put your hands around his throat. He snarls at you. You really don't want to do this. Do we have any other choice? Here. You squeeze your hand tighter around his neck. He finally begins to feel the pressure and flails around in an attempt to throw you off. Hello, Utopia! We are strangling an old friend. It's a complicated story, actually. But yeah, the game looks very nice, and the battles are not the default battles. Are just some sort of puzzles. He begins to feel the pressure and flails around in an attempt to throw you off. But there's nothing he can do when you're weakened him like this. Tears begin to well in your eyes. Simon, I don't want to do this. Well, we don't have any other choice, huh? You watch yourself from a bird's eye view. You are now a mere spectator, as the last of Simon's strength is snuffed out like a candle. As his body goes limp, you snap out of your heads and realize it is over. Wow, that was a very intense battle sequence. No, I wouldn't call it a battle, more like a puzzle battle. Wow, that was very intense. I liked it a lot. You finally feel a weight fall off your shoulders. Your soul remains weary, but it's lighter now. You think of Simon, of the fellow traveler. There's no body inside. You can only assume the traveler was another figment of your memory. This is an uncomfortable scene. Yeah, it was. But that made it pretty memorable. Your past self couldn't be convinced that what he did was self-defense. He saw himself as a cold-blooded murderer, a monster who killed his best friend. You, in spite of the personal emotions that bleed in through your memories, see him as a victim of circumstance. Who was in the wrong here? Well, I suppose... I would say... both. Well, definitely he killed someone which he could have avoided. He could have just let him go report him and run away elsewhere. Killing him on the spot was not the right choice. For the friend, though, like throwing away the friendship of 10 years, I think, yeah, you should find better friends. At the end, it's the protagonist's fault for or not finding better friends or just not running away. It wasn't really self-defense, if not self-defense long term, but I don't think it's an excuse. Okay, another save. For now, the game is pretty straightforward. Abandon circa 1 something. Welcome. That's a nice way to show the entrance of the house. Okay, this level is okay. This is the first TP thing, but this level also is custom made. Even if it looks similar to the default one, maybe it's taking inspiration. I can take it from here, sir. Oh, are you sure? I'm sure, this may require my special attention. The customs officer nods and leaves aptly. Everything settled. Welcome to the big city. Is it really safe for you to be sneaking me in like this? Oh, please, everything I do comes with risk. You aren't the only one the resistance has brought into the city. It's important we have people here. There's only so much we can do while spread out across the country. Though I always say, it is also nice to have a friend close by. You consider us friends? Apologies. Was I being presumptuous? No, I wasn't sure if you considered me one. John's smile widens at that. I think you'll get along with the others here as well. The bonds we have with the others, they're important, I think. They keep us going when the going gets tough. John gets up from his chair and tips his hat courteously. See you around. So this is another part of the... Oh, maybe this evoked another imagination memory, because this is clearly a different place. It looks very good as well, though. Wow. Okay, yeah, the scaffolders are copy pasted, but it's like having the default 30 piece. But you can see that carpet is a single piece. Also, there's a nice general drawing on the wall. No need to push this. Walk around. Ah, okay. This is a sign. For a moment felt like a table on the wall. Nothing to put on the sign. Okay, at least here we have something less than a corridor. Which is a little better. What is this? A pushing puzzle, okay. We'll come here later. Interesting, they portrayed the soldiers as statues here. That reminds me of another point-and-click adventure game. I don't know which. Though, yeah, the art style definitely gives that vibe. I think the art style is the perfect choice for this kind of game. Your head grows heavy, as voices begin to resound once more. This time you can tell whether they are from the present or the past. That's also a clever choice because you don't need to draw a walking animation for a statue, huh? Clever choice. For the game jam, it's pretty smart use. The stone soldier lazily tosses a pile of posters in the crate with one hand. I believe that's the last of them. Good riddance. Those twats think they can just vandalize the city and get away with it. It's like they keep at it. The captain ordered us to take down posters whenever people start reporting on them. When people start reporting on them, shouldn't we try catching rebels in the act so we can make an example out of them? Don't ask me. Ask the captain if you disagree with him. The crude soldier makes a face. He doesn't reply. Don't mistake the captain order for weakness. We are better off making an example of someone more vocal. The loop soldier nods. That's a pretty clever way to also differentiate NPCs. Because this game makes it in a very clever way. Because other games where NPCs talk, where there are more than one NPC that talks, can get confusing because you definitely don't remember their name right away. And so having two names talking to each other, it's not clear unless they are visually moving or something. The loop soldier nods curtly as the crude soldier glares at him, frustrated and embarrassed. There's an awkward air before the soldier silently decides that small talk is over. And maybe we need to put the things on the poster ourselves. Who are you? Serve no function. Well, at least it's here. I can take the posters, maybe. Yeah, half-mangled posters in the crate. Though the statues don't react, you remain cautious. Can I put it here? Oh, bad feeling. Yeah, we need to try it. We need to try it. The soldier to your right stabs you with his bayonet. Well, that was quick. We got found. Sure, we post it here. What does it say though? The pots on your right are against the original positions. Ah, it's a reset. Now we can move the pots, maybe. Ah, secret. Or is it? I don't think so. Now we can... Yeah, now we can push. Let's go. Now we talk. Posters everywhere. Follow Waldorf streamings. That's what the poster says. And the pot puzzle. Okay. I like those sort of puzzles. Let's see. Oh, this part seems like the trickiest one. I think this works. Okay, yeah, we done it. Okay. Nice puzzle. And we did it. Support Respawn Banter, yeah! More like wishlist Respawn Banter. Can we reach 10,000 wishlist? Huh? Well, first I need to reach like 500. Still on the way. Actually, I have the development of Respawn Banter is longer than I anticipated. That's why I plan to bring a game I already finished, I'll Invalidate Your Raid, with an upgrade on Steam before that. I think would be the best solution to bring at least something short term there. It's on Steam, Respawn Banter, yeah, but the development is much longer than anticipated. It's my first commercial project, so I really took it underhanded. But also because I want to make it well, I want to make it with care and very polished and not throw out a half-done game. So again, I will first public something before. An upgrade of another game, as I said. Also because Respawn Banter now, how many wishlists does it have? Like, some 300, that's not a lot. I need to do the marketing, but I'm also behind with commissioning art tile set and portraits. So yeah, also doesn't help that the artist is missing in action for now. We have a lot of things to work with. Civilians report the appearance of more posters. Head out and tear them down, fast. Okay, at least they opened the way. Now we can post one here. No. Oh well. What is this? Why does it look like public execution? Maybe it is? You're under arrest, miss. Leave her alone! She did nothing wrong! I can vouch for her! She's my neighbor! Silence! We'll apprehend anyone else moves! Police, tell me what I'm being apprehended for. We suspect you have ties with rebels. You're just saying that because of what she is. Silence! One more word, and we are taking you with her. Apprehended already? Yes, sir. Well, I hope at least they get more rebels after the scene. Oh, hello, Steel Soldier! Welcome to the stream. How it's going? Welcome there. What were you doing? More art, I suppose? We are here playing other games from the jam. We are here Road on the Next Life, which looks pretty gorgeous here. Also, the gameplay is a little simple, but the battles are very unique. I can't really call them battles, more like puzzle battles. This game is pretty interesting. Though it has a lot of dialogue, which may be a little heavy for some people. Honestly, I don't mind it, but I'm more for different narrations, different stories. But I enjoy this one. Going good. Was doing pixel art and messing around a bit with some plugins. Oh yeah! I love the part of messing around with plugins. And though I hate the part where I find out, oh no, the plugin is not compatible with my other plugin. I have to remove it. It doesn't happen that often though. It happens more often though that a plugin I installed doesn't do exactly what I need it for and I remove it. Kinda, I know. Okay, what do we do here? We need to block her in. Ah, wait, there are... We need to block them out. So... Something like this? Wait, here maybe? Okay, there's a sound, has to be right. Wait, I cannot move this one. Oof. Never mind. Maybe we should reset it. Too heavy. Yeah, you're fat. Mostly rated with battle log stuff. Some frame weights. Ah, okay, so fine-tuning that. Okay, I understood that you were just adding random plugins to try them out. No, okay. I don't know why. Actually, maybe we can do it. Wait. If we put this down... Yeah, I think it's doable. I suppose there can be multiple solutions. For the last one, we can do this, yeah. And the girl is saved. Oh, one more. This puzzle was nice, though I would have liked it being a little faster here. For example, moving or pushing faster. They see a group of rebels immediately came in and fought their soldiers. Oh, good job. Oh, violent. Oh, the soldiers were the annoying ones, okay? Really? That's what led to the battle afterwards? Oh, they said it was a massacre. The rebels were shot on muskets. Oh, that just for one random woman. Oh, if that random woman would be your life, would you still call her random woman? Let's be honest. Well, what if she was truly innocent? People shouldn't interfere with the government work. If she was innocent, they would have eventually let her go. That's not how it worked a long time ago, unfortunately. The conversation goes cold. Doubt sits in some of their minds, but fear persuades them against pursuing it. And we have our way open. Does this do anything? No, okay. You're free. Now we go. Aha! I already saved. Joke's on you. And what are those guys? Normal civilians, I suppose. Ooh, there's a golden soldier. You can get it's the boss. Back down and your life will be spared. Is one truly alive if they're being worked to death in a prison? Interesting point. Nay! Though the specifics elude your adult memory, you feel a sense of camaraderie with the rebels surrounding you. Captain, your orders? If the rebels will not comply with the law, we will be forced to apprehend them, and if they resort to violence, which they already have, then we shall defend ourselves. We haven't hurt anybody. You're just the ones who tried to kidnap an innocent woman. The word is looking for is detain, and we were arresting her for a reason. Then prove your grounds for arrest, and we stand down. Silence! Your rebels are under arrest for disturbance of the peace and threatening my men. You will either comply or face the full fury of the law. Absolutely not! The stalwart rebel aims his musket at the captain. Sir, look out! The aloof soldier maneuvers the captain out of the way to avoid the shot. Yeah, the guy should have been a little more sneaky on that. Why did the soldiers turn into an hydra? Before anyone can react, the leftmost and rightmost hydra heads hone in on the stalwart rebel. They swipe at him together, as each of them are too weak to kill him on their own. Yeah, it's called focusing. Peter, no! The stalwart rebel stone body crumbles before you. Though it's not a gruesome sight in reality, you can't help but imagine a bloodied human body instead. Perhaps it was in a different time and place. You snatch the dead soldier musket and its accompanying cartridge box. The two remaining rebels are preparing to fight, but you realize that they have no offensive chance against the creature. Your musket is their only hope. Well, we don't have a lot to do, reload. We don't have a lot of choices, I see. I should have chosen the target, oh well. Should I kill them at the same time? Do I have to... We have the core to target. I think the good choice would be to kill 2 heads and then focus the body. Why there's a head behind? The golden core of the Hydra holds in desperation. Shortly after, the defeated Hydra head regrows from its roots. Yeah, the core now. Feels more exposed. Okay, maybe it was this. I needed to expose the head of the core. I see. Have you noticed that you have less health each battle? Oh no, I didn't. Previous battle, how much did we had? 5? No, still 4 maybe. I don't remember. That's an interesting touch though. The musket crumbles in your hands. Only 2 rebels survived. Guilt waits on you. Though you were able to save 2 of them, you were helpless to save the 3rd one. He died so fast. Why the Hydra though? Maybe it was like a... I don't know if it's a lack of resources for the game jam, or maybe it was a metaphor for something. Because maybe the Hydras can be interpreted as the 3 soldiers we fought, or the 4 of them. They were the 3 that acted as the front guard. The heads regenerates as if new troops came as a reinforcement, and the core was the leader. I think you can interpret it like that. 6 in the monster, 5 on the friend, and now 4. Ah, okay. Interesting then. I wonder if in the last fight I will have 1 then. You ground yourself and feel a small weight fall off your shoulders as you re-examine the memory. Your past self repeatedly blamed himself for the death. You recall the sheer number of reinforcements. Yeah, okay, they were reinforcements that bombarded the rebels. The only way to end it was to defeat their captain. You see now that death was inevitable, lest you forfeit the battle. But that doesn't make it any less tragic. And now we go somewhere. Yeah, at the end, yeah, because it was explained right after all. Oh wow, this place feels pretty cozy. Except for the what happens around it. Am I fine? Okay, after all, it's just a statue. Is it? Maybe not. Oh, come on. It clearly didn't. Ah, come on. The guard is stupid, but that's like in every story. The statue seems to have 0 peripheral vision. Okay, it's a tutorial then. You can tell your soul is starting to wear down. You can't run like you used to. That's John, right? This place should be safe. Soldiers around here aren't true enough to find it. Oh, you're trembling. Have you seen the bounty for my arrest? Yeah, trust me, I hear about it every day while undercover. How do they even know I'm the one who killed the captain? 2 of the Dastard's little henchmen, they were there at the battle supposedly. Probably those 2 soldiers who surrounded the captain. Listen to me, I won't let you get captured. Remember that refuge I told you about forever ago? I think that's the safest place you can be now. What's the day tomorrow? It's the 3rd of April. Mark my... it's John. Mark my word, you'll be safe in the countryside. Long before the 4th. We'll sneak you out first thing in the morning. Are you sure it will be safe? Well... You're the only person I can't bring myself to fake confidence around. I'm never 100% sure of anything, but I believe this is your best chance. They're desperate to make an example out of you. I can't stomach that possibility. And I suppose it will unfortunately happen. I'll get you out of the city. Spick and span, but further than that, I'm helpless. You look towards the ground, dejected and afraid. John puts his hand on your shoulder and looks back at him. His brilliant smile lights up the darkness. Don't go dying on me, okay, buddy? I'll do my best. Alright, you will, friend. Despite the recent losses, things have been looking well for the Resistance. Getting intel from a spy goes a long way. I promise we'll see each other again once this is all over. We'll go somewhere. Somewhere nice. You smile as well. You'd like that. So no stealth section? Maybe now. This feels a little dangerous. What? Nah, it's fine. I wonder how much of a straight line. Oh well, now it's a little late to try. Let's see, here maybe? Okay, he saw me, but... Well, this is a problem. Okay, he sees me, but I don't instantly die. Even if, yeah, it's kind of a... It's almost us being dead. Okay, so I always appreciate a stealth section, I see. Does it even matter? Also, again, I would disable the save here because it definitely can cause issues. What's this? The side of this plague is inscribed with a small singular letter. 3. Probably part of a code. Oh, well, that's bad. At least I saved. So the first one is 3, unless it's randomized. I like the double top sprites. I think maybe it's a way to have a moving sprite without having to draw it, because for the gem I understand if they didn't make a sprite for everything. 0. So we have an extra number. Ah, you don't see me. Oh wait, I can even make me... Oh, oh come on! I wanted to be sleek. I should save after I jump. Speedrun. I definitely want to try it. Give me a second. Give me a second. Well, I can be a little more fast, maybe. Like this. Aha! Now what do... Aha! What do you do now? Gotcha. So 30 and the other numbers are here. Let's be safe. Number 4. And the last one is 0. Well, I don't know. 40. 3040. I found them! What do you mean I found all of them? Oh, come on. They are wait, they are stuck! Let me reset them. Oh, I thought it was stuck. Come on, I saw all of them. Do I need to see them again? Oh, well, my bad. Aha! I want you, let get me. I'm reloading. I suppose we should read everything again, sure. Okay, a little better. And maybe it would be best to save here. Okay, now it's better. Hello, hello, hello. Doesn't see me. Yeah, I need to seal off them. Unfortunate because I definitely know the number now. Aha, you see me? Oh, you don't see me anymore. Gotcha. I hope it's the right order for 3040. No. 3004. Oh, come on. I don't know in which order. Ah. Let's see again. 0. Ah, okay. It says it's better. Okay, now we need to be a little fast. Ah. Is the pattern different now? I don't know in which order I need to place them though. There are 2 zeros, a 4 and 3. I don't know in which order again, though. They were making out that you disturbed. Oops. Well, it was kinda thanks to me anyway, right? So 30 and 04. I can even get caught, I don't care. 4. And the other is 0. Just to be sure, I'm checking again. Speedrunning it! Oh! Ah! Oh wait, that's bad. Almost speedrunning it. I feel like I can still speedrun it, wait. If I take the other route. Yeah! Yeah! It works! Let's see, it's 0. Yeah. The numbers are right. Brute force! Wait, maybe there's a hint. Up, danger of limbo. Maybe I need to put them in the order they appear from the X coordinate. Like, the first one is the one in the bottom left. It's further on the left. So, 0, 3. 0, 4. Oh, the date John mentioned. Ah, that's right. Well, I forgot. And this is pretty empty. Boss fight time? Feels like boss fight. Or at least a memory time. Oh yeah. Don't move. You got some serious tracking skills. Here I thought this little trip would amount to nothing. Right, I do. The refuge. You remember that you made it here, but going further and find the other refugees. The commander is gonna have a field day with this one. Despite all your preparation, you had been tracked by a ragtag team of soldiers. Panic flutters in your chest, as you recall it. The other boss. In the interrogation room, you thought of John. You could only imagine the guilt he experienced, knowing you got captured. I can't believe some foot soldiers managed to find the captain killer. You're just excited to put your new interrogation tools to work, I'm sure. Is it really necessary to torture him, sir? Absolutely, this boy has information we need. The good news is that this is a private session. I don't have any need for assistance during interrogation. Ah, so you can use all the unethical things you have, I see. So it's literally called torturer. Get out of my sight. The sooner I procure results, the better. Oh well, boss time. Did they, like, chain us? Because we are alone. No, then shall we begin? Okay, boss time, let's go. Oh, this guy's evil. I like the art here. I like the art. The torturer looms over you, flashing a serpentine smile. Let's start from a simple question. What town are you from, boy? It's as if the torturer spoke directly to your soul, forcing it to reveal the memory to you. The name of your birth town appears in your mind. Well, I think the best way to come out of this is to give the truth in things that are necessary and lie on important stuff. That is indeed what the records say. Good job. Follow up. Reports say there's a missing person in your hometown. A neighbor told the detective you two were friends. Do you have any idea where it might be? You must mean Simon. You feel sick to your stomach, thinking back on what happened. Well, again, there's no problem in telling the truth here, right? They're gonna kill us anyway, right? I killed him. Oh? Why did you kill him? Truth. You tell the torturer that you killed Simon in self-defense. Ouch! Nonsense! Why hide the body in that case? If you truly lacked a guilty conscience, you wouldn't take the matter to court, no? Oh well. The answer is good enough. What do you mean? I was telling the truth and yours... Oh well. We found records of you arriving in town after a few months before you killed our other captain. What did you do when you first arrived? I hanged posters. Alright, we'll add vandalization of public property to your record. Well, more than murder, I don't think can get worse. How many posters did you hang up? Definitely not 5, so 4. Oh, hello, Chris Mooney. How it's going? Nice to see you there. We are in a weird boss fight. It's a peculiar moment. Though the game looks pretty nice with his art. I like this guy, feels very evil. Now he's interrogating us. Next question. How many other rebels initially fought with you against the captain? 3. 1 died. What is this, a quiz? Good to know. Did any of them live to tell the tale? Yeah. I don't see the problem in telling those information. Jolly good. I'll have to pry their names from you later. I have much better question for... maybe... We can lie on the names, though. Quiz time! It's interesting, yeah, because it's a quiz, but handled like an interrogation. You got out of the city fairly easily afterward. Did someone help you? You nearly jump in your seat at a question. Again, you better judgment, you fall silent. Come now, I clearly struck a chord. As a reward for your obedience thus far, I'll let you in a little secret. We suspect you bastard have a spy among us. Sus! Sus! You're gonna let me in on who it is, alright? You remain silent. You refuse to be caught in a lie, and you definitely aren't giving on John's identity. Make it easy for the both of us. Tell me who helped you. It's not like we have a choice, I see. I refuse! But I refuse. The torturer circles around you, as if pondering something to himself. I can tell you're quite fragile. You deserve a slashing for that answer, but I wouldn't want to break you too soon. Who helped you? A rebel is not giving information, right? But if I say nobody, he won't believe me. I would go with rebel and then lie with a name, would be the choice. Which bloody rebel? The torturer grabs you by your collar and holds his knife up to your neck. Name him. You can feel his knife already cutting through the top layer of skin. That is mere moments away. All you can do is tremble. The best option is to lie, otherwise we die. In a last-ditch attempt to save the lives of both you and John, you take a gamble. You throw out a random name, hoping something clicks. The torturer again regards you for a moment, processing your answer. For a split second you think you are free, until... You stubborn little liar! Ouch. The torturer swipes his knife. You gargle, choking for breath. Well, I would have died regardless, so at least I didn't rat out my friend. I might get flack for killing you before getting an answer, but I saw that look in your eyes. You'd rather die than rat out a spy for some reason. It's your funeral, I suppose. Toodaloo. What do you mean? I would have died regardless, so... Come on! We need to do everything again. At least let me skip the scene, or... That's kind of BS, kind of bullshit, honestly, because we saw the protagonist wants to don't rat out his friend. And the most reasonable thing to do is to... most reasonable thing to do is just to lie about to spurt out a random name, right? And there is the bullshit excuse of, oh, I can see from your eyes you're lying, ha, you're dead. What is this? I killed him. For now, we can... This time we can give it different. No reason. Really? You killed him for fun? Who am I to judge? But I don't care. Okay, so we don't take damage here. I don't think it matters though. Because we die anyway at the end. What if I say no here? To avoid ratting out other names? Okay, yeah. Then why are you... Well, he's testing me, I see. I forgot the question. Okay, it was the question again. We refuse the second choice, this one. Maybe it's different. I will try nobody this time, but I think I will get a slash. Yeah. You know that's not what I want to hear. Boy, who helped you? A rebel? Which rebel? And now we need to... refuse? I don't know, we need to tell John, I suppose. Right. I suppose we need to tell John. If I refuse, I will get the same result as lie. Hi, Kelly. Looks like feeling hunger. Yeah. The artistic direction is more on the gloomy side, I see. Though it's a little more detailed, I would say. I like this art style a lot. Though the battles are more like puzzles. I think we need to rat out our friend. The other choices don't really work. Refuse, we just die, right? John. Your body goes numb. You can't believe yourself. The torturer stares at you, dumbfounded and wide eyes. You're joking. This... Oh, I never would have thought. John got a good reputation among us. Sus, the commander will surely have his head for this. No, please don't, please! Oh, looks like he has good reputation among the rebels too. Sorry, boy. What happens next is out of my control. But if they throw him my way for an interrogation, I'll let him know you said hi. And look on the bright side. You just saved your life. We'll get you suited nice and cozy on one of the finest prisons. They'll take good care of you. Yeah, would it be better to just not say anything? Your vision begins to blur, and what happened afterwards slips your mind. Everything from here is just noise. So yeah, that's what happened. We cannot change the past. Though there were not really a hint on what we should have answered there. The days that follow your interrogation trickles back into your memory. It all happened so fast. They convicted John that very day. They didn't give you permission to watch the proceedings. Not that you particularly wanted to, but you wished to see him one last time, even if you didn't have the courage to face him. More than anything, you wanted to take it all back and trade your life for his. Yeah, that's what I did the first time! Right, and I'm dead anyway, so what was the point? Your interrogator later told you that John was to be lynched that night. You had to block that image to stay grounded. By the time people arrived to pick you up, off to God knows what prison, the deed was done. You once more feel a weight fall off your shoulders, but you're not sure what to make of it. There's no justifying what happened. You give up John's life for yours. And still a life of prison. You recall what the mysterious wisp said, miles back. Human beings, such as yourself, often do what they must to survive. Yeah, but is he really going to prison survive? The wind roars in your ears. You must be close. And I'm very slow here, I cannot even run. Sure, we'll walk painfully slow up until the next scene. Okay, it was pretty quickly though. I don't know if I like the protagonist. Like, why not John out? Yeah, I don't see the point, because up until this moment, he behaved pretty nice. He killed the general, placed posters, he was a good rebel. But then suddenly, why not out a name? After some slashes. It's not. It wasn't really. I don't know if it was torture or not, because maybe instead of slashes, it was maybe something more crude. But still, it could have done anything else, like refused or just told fake names, because it seemed like he was telling the truth for all the rest of the story. So I don't get why all of a sudden he had to hurt his friend. Also because for the player even, the player had to choose it. If you choose wrong, you die. So the player had like no way to see it coming. It really came out of the blue. Again, though, in the face of death, people often do very egoistic choices. So I think it's understandable from the human nature. But yeah, for a rebel, rebels maybe are a little more prepared to this. They know they're about to die, so maybe this should have affected a little less the protagonist. Your head starts to throb. The sharp pain makes it difficult to see ahead of you. You mourn Simon. You mourn your fellow fighters. And you mourn John. In spite of the spacious view around you, you feel trapped. Memories of confinement flash in your mind. The panic that precedes your imprisonment left you tired when it finally came. The early weeks felt like both a moment and an eternity. The earliest thing you can remember is hearing the news from the guards outside of your cell. The resistance was losing traction, now that they had snuffed out its greatest asset. And it's all your fault. The ache in your legs take you back to being paced around the prison yard without end. It is difficult to remember anything else, save for that pain and weariness. But when your body found respite in your dingy prison cell, your mind offered no solace. You almost preferred the physical torment to the mental one. You were the reason why such a good man died, why everything else fell apart. To say your heart was heavy would be an understatement. You lost your entire will to live. Oh, welcome, Crocodile Music. Hello. We are playing more here for for the Game Jam games. How it's going? We are near the end of the game and it's pretty grim now. We rat out our friend, the leader of resistance, just because for what? To not be killed and go to prison. That was a dumb choice from the protagonist, and we had to do it ourselves. The Edge of Limbo. What happens here? We reincarnate in a new life? I don't know what happens here. We are dead, we cannot just resurrect like it. Where do we resurrect? In prison again? No thanks. A sharpness, yeah? Cuts through your heart, leaving you paralyzed in its wake. Oh no, paralyzed is pretty strong in RPG Maker. You cannot act for 2 to 4 turns. Okay, maybe not that paralyzed, I see. What follows is the sensation you felt when you entered Limbo. That graceful fall. It all comes flooding back to you now. You wonder if you are destined to die right before the finish line, until you realize you are in the throes of a memory. You were pacing under the beating sun, doing some draconian chore. That was when your exhaustion and your guilt, most importantly your guilt, came crashing down upon you. You took one final step forward, and then your heart burst. Explosion time? No. The world around you became a blur as you crashed sideways into the gravel. Whether anyone noticed or cared, you haven't a clue. You didn't really mind, all things considered. You had lost the ability to care. Yeah, here we have the burst of the heart. Now he's dead a second time, so Death Squared, I suppose? That's the name of a game, right? Death Squared. I never played it after 1 hour. Oh well. And now that you regained it, you felt yourself begin to cry. Oh, dear Guild Peter, come to me. And who are you now? Ah, another wisp. I kept an eye on you, Guild Peter. Better, your dilemma was of interest to me. I believe you deserve a second chance at life, despite everything that weighs you down. Who are you? I apologize. I do not have a name. I'm merely Mercy. Ah, okay, from Overwatch. I get it. Mercy for the poor, for the oppressed. The world show no mercy for you, Guild Bearer, nor have you shown it towards yourself. Though you remember so much, one lingering question remains in your mind. Who am I? Does it really matter? Because you know what happened. Is your name this important? Then bro needs therapy. I think a therapy wouldn't be enough here. He literally rat out his friend and they skinned him alive because he betrayed him. I don't think one session of therapy is enough. Heroes never die except when we are already dead here. Who am I? That's a good question. What do you want to know? What was it that made the world hate me so? I see. The wisp goes silent. Let me show you. The wisp comes closer, whispering something ever so quietly in your ear. Your memory tugs at something distant, trying to reel it before it slips away. When it lands in your hands, you understand. In retrospect, it's silly to think the world wanted you gone for such a small difference. Tell me which! Double therapy! But not just 2 therapies, like a combo of therapies. A therapy chain. So maybe like 5 therapies in a chain combo would work. Like when in a rhythm game you press the button right more times, it appears combo! Maybe it's the same with therapy. Like you start the 3rd therapy and the therapist says 3rd combo! Every time you enter, so definitely not annoying in the slightest. At the end of the day, you were human, like anyone else. If it is of any solace, I watched the world since its conception. There is a lot of evil in this world, yeah, but there will always be good. Though evil might come around more easily, goodness fights just as strong, if not stronger. Goodness always prevails. Empires will fall and people will suffer, but future generations will get one step closer to something that is good, because of the people who fought before them. It's worth living for those good things, for good people. Ah, look at me, talking your ears off while your soul is flickering away. You've beaten every odd. I shan't hold you back much longer. I don't often hear shan't, but every time I see it, yeah, sounds cool. Shan't. That's why it's difficult to get a therapist. He's hoarding them all. The guy has a priority on every therapist. We strangled one of our friends and betrayed the other one. Are we any good? Well, no, but if we get a second chance, who am I to say no, right? You fought hard to reach your next life, in spite of the hopelessness. I ask you now, are you ready to enter your next life? To re-enter a world that might hate you? that will urge you to hurt others and punish you when you don't, that will try to pry the humanity out of your hands. Are you ready? If you put it like this, maybe not. Oh, we don't have any choice. Okay, we have. Then good luck. Glasgow. That's my name. Okay. And we reach the door that doesn't bring anywhere. It opens and we fall down. And we die. Even if we're already dead. Like a death combo. Like the therapist. You are young. And you know so little of this world. You merely sway back and forth on your swing seat. High atop a grassy hill. Wait. Do we return to the past? That's where it's going. The soapy wet of winter has begun to melt away. You feel more sprightly, especially as your legs swing high above the horizon. I didn't know anyone else came up here. It's a nice place, right? You skid to a halt, turning towards the source of the voice. It's John, maybe. We time traveled, maybe. I don't know. It's a boy of your age. You were so engrossed in your own world, you didn't notice his arrival. The first thing you notice about him is his bright, beaming smile. Yeah, it's John again. And would be a nice moment. Yeah, credits. Okay. Okay, so I think it's a good moment to stop the game here because it's clear what's happening and the protagonist has another choice, another opportunity in life. I don't know how they will use it though, but the important part now is they know what will happen, at least. Reborn as a kid, not travel back in time, but felt like he was talking to John again. Because he met John at his wings, after all. At least that's my interpretation. Even if it didn't mention anything about time travel, so I'm not sure. Though it really felt like John again. Maybe John was also reborn. Okay, yeah, that would make more sense then. So it was work of destiny. Them meeting again on the swings then. Yeah. Ha! And now I understand the cage. The cage maybe was a metaphor of you cannot change your past. I don't know. Though, that was the end of the game. I really liked it. Wow, this game does everything right. Well, apart from maybe before some slow... No, the start maybe was a little slow. Because you still need to orient yourself. And there is no animation at the start. Though, the game was pretty engaging for all of its duration, honestly. The battles were very unique. Just one thing I don't like was that you had to know, you had to rat your friend out even if there were no hints about it. And if you get it wrong, you have to redo everything again. That fell kind of out of the blue. I like how the game tries or forces the player to do the choices for the protagonist. Maybe we got a... I don't remember if we got a slay. I don't remember if we got 2 health or 1 when we died the first time. It's a bittersweet ending for such a sad game. Nice. Yeah, I think it fits pretty well because it's not a bad ending at the end, all this trouble for nothing, but it's not even a, oh yeah, we solved everything, now it's peace, and I was forgiven. Well, maybe... We don't know if he was forgiven from John, but given at the end, at least, it's up to John if he will forgive him. But from the ending, I feel like John is a nice guy, and did. Even if he shouldn't. Wow. The beyond expectation part of the game, though? Where is it? Well, the game was still beyond expectations because I didn't expect a game of this kind, so that's definitely a way to interpret it. Maybe beyond death instead of beyond expectations, but I think just a game like this is enough. Wow, what a surprise! I didn't expect a game like this here. Definitely one of my favorite here of the game jam. Though I still prefer Kana X because it was a little more. I was always on the top of the seat on the other game. Here, well, it was very interesting. The story also was written well. Just the other game, I felt a very stronger hook to everything. Here, yeah, I was interested. Though I'm not saying I did anything wrong. I just felt much more invested in the other game. I don't know why, honestly. It's something to analyze and study, but a pretty good game here.